is okay if it's on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure about the legalities of it.
Yeah.
But because it's not in the actual show, it's just pre-show.
Okay.
You know,
Well, regardless,
now they're
regardless, let's take a page from Trump's book and do fundraising for our legal fees, and then we'll keep the money.
Well, I mean, look, yeah, we never know when you're going to need it. It's eventual legal fees. By the way, it felt like everyone kept on saying like, "Oh, Trump is going to get sued a lot as soon as he gets out of office." He is yet to be sued, right? Or are they building up that case?
That's a great question. I think just for the comedy sake of the show, we don't even fucking get into that. But I would personally, I would love to talk about it because it's all I think about. But I think, you know, we got new people. People want to
again, right?
A lot of people come here for their mental break from life. You know, people like to go like this. You know, or they take they take a big pill, you know, like imagine this putty is a pill. They go like this.
I like that you've really adopted this. The putty, is the putty the new sex whip? Because the putty has now made a real, it's almost made 3 weeks in a row, the appearances.
The putty is more of just a fidget for me while I'm talking to you. I used to have Play-Doh, but that got all dried out. These are all my daughter's toys that I've taken from her. My daughter now cries at the thought of giving away toys. Like, do your kids do that at all?
I mean, I have a whole system of how I get rid of them.
What's the? I think I'm just going to be mercenary about it and just throw it out when she's not looking. Right?
That's exactly what I do. I do
my wife. I don't want to like get myself in trouble because I don't think my wife watches this show because she doesn't give a shit about my life.
Does not,
But I'm looking to see if my wife can hear me. I don't think she can. But she fucking bought this thing today at like fucking the toy store. It was like literally, if you sat down to think of a toy that would not be good for little kids, this would be it. It was called Lil. I'm not joking. It was called. I gotta go get the box. It was called Lil. It's called Lil Shuckers. Lil Shuckers, and it was little plastic oysters with a oyster. I'm not kidding. With a plastic oyster knife that you pry open, and inside you put this fucking slime. Not this slime. You put other like watery slime. Shuckers. Yeah, and then there's pearls. You hide pearls in the oysters so you could eat and choke on the fucking pearls, the slime. Like she brought it home and it was like 60 things you could die from. And I was like,
second, Rob, I got it. This is really getting. This is already. I need to show. I'm going to put this up here for a second. There's a commercial for Little Shuckers. I want to make sure that the volume is going to work here. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, so today we have the Lil Shuckies Pro Party Series 1.
Their Twitch is better than ours.
This is not even Twitch. This is just old school YouTube. All right, so they're opening up their.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this fucking slime. Then there's little pearls that you can swallow.
Oh no!
Oh, look at the pretty slime, you guys.
What the fuck?
These kids don't look like they want to even be doing it. All right, so
no, is that the kid from the middle?
These are kids that want to be the kid from the middle. All right, so now they put the pearls in.
Toss it back.
Now, Lindsay,
their background is way better than mine.
I like that.
Bigger, it's big.
Now, this could be the ultra rare chrome, but we're not totally.
Look, she's got this pearl.
I feel like.
What's my daughter gonna do? She's gonna put it in her mouth.
You got two.
What? Okay, I guess. All right, so now let's see if they're gonna shuck them open.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got to use the knife.
You got to use your knife.
Wait a second.
Do you believe this shit?
This is crazy. Wait, this is ew. Yeah. All right, this is
what kid is like, I want to shuck an oyster. No one.
No, and it's also like what's the play? What how are you playing? It looks like a lot of setup.
you got to jam it all in there, and then you open it and pretend that you're surprised. Like, I don't understand what the point is. And my wife brought it home, and it was one of those things where I thought, like, man, I'm thinking about leaving my family. Like, I was like, just today, I was like this close to leaving my whole family,
brother.
Over the little show.
I gotta tell you, but these toys are the bane of my existence, and I know my mom. I've talked about this.
By the way, this is not the show. If you're new to the show, the show is not me and Paul talking about toys.
Little Shuckies.
I don't know what the toy talk with two white men. Molly makes all these graphics to insult us so quickly. I love it.
I love it. Little Shuckies. No, but in a weird way, this is the show today because Rob and I are just doing it solo. It's Yom Kippur, so happy Yom Kippur.
Happy Yom. Do you say that? Do you say happy Yom Kippur? Yeah, it's like happy. Yeah,
happy. Yeah, it's like happy Yom Kippur, and But we decided to do it ourselves. And I think that, a lot of times we are racing to get so many people to do this show that we thought there was enough stuff for us to just do.
We got a lot. We got a lot.
Shuckies.
We're already 12 minutes into the show. We're 12 minutes in. The Little Shuckies wasn't even on the agenda.
Not even there. All right. So I am brutal. I will tell you this.
Look at the comments. The show is not about two middle-aged guys complaining about toys.
By the way, that is the internet, right? What should we get on next? Like, I never even made Ghostbusters. I'm nervous about this Jason Reitman cut. So all right, I have so many of these toys that have lived in our house. And my mom lives near a mall, and there's a bunch of kiosks in that, like, in the vicinity. Yeah. And whenever my kids go,
by the way, I know where your mom lives, and Little Shuckies came from the mall where your mom lives.
Oh, you see, by the way, I guarantee you Little Shuckies is going to be coming home with us this weekend because I wonder if
your mom works for Little Shuckies.
Do you think my mom's out there slinging Shuckies to kids? But my mom buys the shittiest toys for my kids, and I know, like, my kids will convince you that that's what they want. Like, Gus Vanilla Ice came home with a wrestling set. He's never watched wrestling. He doesn't know what wrestling is. He's like, I love this. And I'm like, no, you don't. You don't. Like, that's not something that you are interested in at all. But someone was like offering to buy something for you, and they will just take it. And then I have a wrestling ring in my house, and I'm like, it doesn't fit in a drawer, and I got to shove it in a bin. Our whole house is just wicker baskets that we just shove toys into.
I feel like Vanilla Ice might get into wrestling. I feel like he would be into that. By the way, if you didn't see the show last week, Ron Funches was on the show, and Ron Funches is going to be wrestling someone. Is it this Friday or this Saturday?
Rob, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in Ron's corner.
Oh my God. Match. I want to,
because he said you're more than welcome. He said if you wanted to come, it's very close here to the east side. I don't have to be weird about it. It's right here on the east side.
Yeah.
And he's the first or second match. I'm gonna go.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna be in his corner.
I cannot wait to watch Ron Funches wrestle professionally.
Amazing. On the Fight app. Whatever. I mean, Little Shuckies really, to me, I want you to like time the shelf life of Little Shuckies, because what I do is this, and I'll tell you, when my wife, when she left to go to Canada to shoot this movie.
Your wife left you?
My wife left me. It was sincerely one of the saddest moments, because I was looking down the barrel of going, I'm not going to see my wife and kids. My wife for 60 something days and my kids for 30 plus days. And so they were leaving to go to Canada. And I was so upset. I remember I was like pulling out of the airport. I was crying. It was the first time I was going to be like, not see my kids for that long. And I had all this emotion. And
I wish that I had seen you crying at the airport. I would pay $100
in my car. In my car.
If I had like bumped into you and been like, oh man, I would have loved it.
It was not a pretty. It was not a pretty. It was
no, yeah.
ugly,
Being a part. I mean, your wife is difficult, but the kids are what gets you. I think. Like for me, like when when my wife and daughter go away, I'm like, you know, my wife I miss, but my daughter I like. You can feel it. Like you can feel it.
Well, it was like they walked away and it was like a moment. It was like high COVID time. So I couldn't even get them in the airport. I had to like just drop them off. They gave me these hugs. I'm so upset. I drive out of the airport. I come home and the first thing I do is I go, I got to get all their toys out of the house and clean out this garage because they'll never let me do this when they're home. And I knew I had this like golden opportunity. Literally by that afternoon, my driveway was just full of all these bicycles that they don't use, stuffed animals. Like I did a wholesale sweep of the house and it felt so good. In one way you'd think, oh, he would be keeping all that stuff to remind him of them. But no, it was the first move was that, and then hire some sort of one of these like 1-800 U-Haul it places to be like, get it all out, get it all out of here.
Now I do remember when you're, I can't remember if we told people what the show is. The show is this week. The show is going to be me and Paul talking a lot.
Yeah, a lot about.
Normally we have at least 2 celebrity guests, but because
at least 2,
because all celebrities are Jewish and it's Yom Kippur, because everyone in Hollywood 100% are Jewish and it's Yom Kippur. We couldn't book anyone.
We couldn't book a single person, but we do have a lot to talk about, like Little Shuckies. But Rob, I wanted to show you something that happened this week because there's a lot of stuff happened this week, and we
gotta catch up.
Discord. The Discord also said that they wanted us to watch and do some reaction videos. We've gone on Twitch and checked out other things, but we maybe explore some Twitch. But I want to show you this thing that I think you're gonna really like. Let me get this.
I also would put in a request for some more Paul Scheer ASMR. At some point.
I got the headset. I got the headset plugged in. It's ready. All right. Okay. So I want to show you this. And let's see what we can do here. Hold on one second. Molly and I are using this new app, and there is every now and then some issues, but we'll see. All right, hold on one second. I got this. I understand this. Okay. So check this shit out. This week, this happened. Okay, hold on. Boom. So this man was on the beach. Looks pretty scary, right? Like something out of like a horror movie or something, right?
Okay.
This man was dressed as Michael Myers walking along the beach in a storm, and people got really freaked out. And there he is getting arrested on the beach, full Michael Myers outfit. And
what state is this?
I'll show you. This is the news report. Here we go.
Yeah, a Texas attorney wandering a beach.
A Texas attorney.
Michael Myers is now facing charges this morning.
What charges?
Dressed up as the fictitious killer, fake knife and all, because he wanted to bring a little joy ahead of the storm, and even said he'd do it again.
So on my bachelor trip last month, it was Friday the 13th, so we did a horror flick movie, like shirt day, you know, theme.
Oh, did you?
And my buddy dressed totally up, full thing, like jumpsuit and fake knife and the mask and all, just like that guy.
The average American.
But how crazy, it's a lawyer who's like, let me look, this video is,
he is going through some shit. For sure.
That is one of my favorite dumb bits.
By the way, Universal would love that kind of publicity. Like they want everyone to do that kind of stuff.
By the way,
my brother,
how is it illegal?
I don't know how that is illegal.
The knife?
I don't know. There was the whole thing with the spooky clowns. Remember when like clowns were showing up everywhere and people were getting all freaked out?
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what law that is. I could just see like that was in Texas in Galveston. So like I could see how they would just send a cop to check it out. And
well, the reason why they arrested him because he brought a woman to go get an abortion. So he was actually getting arrested for that.
That was a long walk for an abortion joke. That's amazing. Yeah, I have a brother who goes a little bit crazy on Halloween and he has this really scary old man mask and he found this like really huge metal chain that he'll drag around, and like on Halloween he'll like, you know, start like limping around. And I always tell him, I'm like, dude, someone's gonna like pull over. Like, you can't walk around like that all the time. He's like, it's Halloween. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying that people get freaked out. And my brother's like, it's super fun. And I'm like, to some people, they get alarmed by that.
No, you have to be aware. I mean, I've told this story, I think, on this show before, but if not, I'll quickly tell it again. My stepfather would catch possums and leave them in traps on our front doorstep on Halloween. So the kids would have to walk through a gauntlet of trapped possums to come to our door to trick or treat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So serious, not a joke at all. Like, this was a frightening image because the possums were in these small, you know, cages they were freaking out in there.
And listen, there is nothing scarier than a possum. They are the fucking from hell. I mean, like it's like this medieval fucking devil animal with like a no tail and a long snout and crazy teeth. Like my dog, my old dog, R.I.P. I'm looking at his ashes in my garage. He one time at night pulled off the leash when we were walking and ran up to this house and ran under the house. Oof. And I just heard this like epic battle, like rah, 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 for like 10 minutes. And it was late at night. It was like midnight. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Finally, he came out wagging his tail with a possum in his mouth. And I was like, Cornelius, wait, Cornelius. And he didn't wait. He walked right past me and walked all the way home, dropped the possum in front of our house, and then like was smiling like so happy. And I was like, what in the fuck? So I took him inside and like looked him all over to make sure he didn't get bit by the possum or anything. And then I got a shovel and I went outside and I was just going to like throw the possum in the garbage or something like that. The possum was gone. He was gone. Because, you know, they do that. They just like, you know, they play possum. They just shut down. And what really happens, I think, is it's just a defense mechanism, but their brains get overloaded and they just like go to sleep.
Man, terrible creature.
Crazy. That's so amazing that your stepdad did that. That's
and I mean, but to your, like, were you freaked out when you came back and there was nothing there?
I thought it was like, first I thought, you know, well, definitely it's a ghost. You know, this is a ghost possum. And then I thought, oh, well, this isn't real. I'm not real. I'm in the Matrix. You know, I mean, right away I was doing the math on all of this because once the possum disappeared, my reality was broken. But they are terrifying. Man, but all this talk about Halloween gets me fired up for Halloween. I'm getting excited.
I'm excited for Halloween.
Starting to feel like fall.
I'm so excited for Halloween. We already bought tickets to a special event at Disneyland, which is like I guess it already started, like called the Oogie Boogie Bash, which our kids like love because you get to go you get the privilege of paying extra to go to Disneyland, and then you have to buy tickets on top of that to then have no lines on rides.
Now, how does that work with COVID and stuff? Do they you just sort of like
I've been. It's like I think what they do now that they pretty much have figured out like that COVID's not passing through touch. I have a feeling they'll probably still have those big tubs of candy, but everyone's wearing their mask and it's like pretty chill and
it's outside.
I mean,
Okay.
By the way, I'm just looking at about if there were any like little toys, like possum toys and stuff like that. There's no little Shuckers possum variety, but there is something called the office possum. But nothing for kids.
Is that related to the TV show The Office? Because that would be some slick merchandising.
Do you realize that they made an Office book for kids? Like I was shopping for kids books the other day, and I was like, they have like
who did it?
Book. Okay, I'm going to show you this now too. It's so odd because you're definitely just going like, I am working on these parents, like the idea that these parents are going to want this thing. So it is called. Here, I'll show it to you right here.
What little kid?
The Office. stay at Dunder Mifflin Elementary.
Who made this?
And then there it is. Like they have, all these little things.
What child is seeking this out?
No, it's like it's catering to the parents, and then like you're forcing your kid to enjoy your own thing.
Craig Robinson.
I know, Craig Robinson. And look, and they also have this, which is like, let's see, do they have it just in the?
I want to know, is this NBC Universal behind this? Who the fuck is making the money on that?
Rob Perlman, who's an author who I'm looking at what he may have also written. And no offense to Rob, I mean, I'm sure he was assigned this task. He's got a lot of Star Trek books, a lot of Star Trek books.
So that's an official thing. That's amazing.
Yeah, this is the other one that I thought that you needed to see. And frankly, I'm upset that you aren't in it because you are on The Office, and I feel like there could have been a little.
Seems like they would be a AJ somewhere loitering in the background,
like that. And then this is the other one, Parks and Recreation, Leslie for class president.
For kids, this is amazing. I don't understand the need for this.
I just think it's like, I feel like I love Parks and Recreation. I love The Office. I don't understand why we need to make them for children. Like it doesn't feel like, maybe. I did consider almost buying it though. I mean, there she is, there's
I feel like this is something that parents would buy and then show it to other parents. Like, oh, look how cool I am. Fuck you, Todd. You know what I mean? Like, you had a friend named Todd.
I've bought like parodies of gold. Well, you know what? I actually have right in the other room a Karate Kid and a Back to the Future esque book like this. So I guess maybe. I guess the difference
forget it. You're part of the problem.
No, because the difference is those are novelizations of a film. This is youthifying characters that we know and putting them in a different situation. It's not like little Marty McFly goes to preschool.
The term is euthanizing.
You're right.
Euthanizing them. Can I tell you a very quick story about my week? This is kind of how my week has gone.
Yeah.
I'm worried that this will be off-putting to some people. So I will keep this.
Don't keep it short. It's just you and me.
We'll keep it short. And I apologize to anyone that's eating dinner. If you're eating dinner, do not listen to this story. This is a kind of a gross story, but okay. And then we're going to stop talking. We should probably stop talking about kids and all that because there are a lot of people.
We got to get a different audience. We're going to be looking. We're doing some reaction videos. We're moving it up. Yeah.
And maybe we listen to who's the girl that does ASMR that
if she's on right now, I'm going to look. Yeah, I'll see if she's out there.
So this is a gross story. And my wife does not know about this. Oh man, my wife would divorce me if she heard this story. Okay. So I was taking my daughter to preschool on Monday, and she was a little bit nervous. She just started last week.
Back? Okay.
Yeah, it was like the first day of the week, and second week back. But anyway, she was a little bit nervous. I said, "Oh, thank you for telling me," and I try to validate her feelings. And so before we left, she said she had to poop. So I said, "Okay, well, let's poop, on the potty." So we'll poop on the potty. Get in the car, and I said, "Okay, I'll take the dog with us, and I'll walk the dog after that." So we go to school, and we get there, and she says, "I have to poop again." And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, let's go inside." And she goes to a little preschool at a church near our house. Right. Because I'm the minister at this church. No,
and I love that, and I love that. Like you're not ordained, but I really do love how much you care about it.
I'm yes. Anyway, so I took her to. It's only important that she goes to a church school because I said let's go inside and poop in the church, and she said no. I want to poop in the car. My wife has a little potty in the back of her car, one of those little potties for emergencies. And I said, "Oh, okay, well, you can poop there." So she poops there. I'm out of the car. People are going into the church. I'm kind of playing it off, looking around. My daughter's going number 2. And then I realized, I don't have anything to wipe her with. I'll look around, and I just found like some old receipts and I was like, fuck, some old masks. I was like, what am I going to wipe her with? Finally found an old paper towel. It's neither here nor there. So wipe her, take her into to
So,
school.
by the way, she had to do 2 poops. I mean,
2 poops,
which is pretty impressive.
Pretty
my
impressive.
kid,
Pretty impressive. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I think she was nervous, and maybe she hadn't pooped the day before. I can't remember.
Sure.
But anyway, so take her into school, drop her off, come back out. And, you know, I know that this poop is going to be in the car. I'm dreading that. I get in the car. The dog has eaten the entire poop. 100% of my daughter's poop has been eaten by our dog.
Oh boy.
So that was not cool. I was pretty stressed about that. So I come home, and about a couple hours later, my wife was not around. I did not mention this to my wife. She still does not know this.
Sure.
Do not ever tell her this part, because she will put the dog to sleep.
Oh,
but so
the dog, yeah.
You know, I mean, dogs eat poop, whatever. But you know, I wouldn't do it, but you know, maybe dogs know something we don't know. So a couple hours later, I have a Zoom with her teachers at school, and I'm on the Zoom talking to them, and my wife was somewhere else. The dog throws up the poop. And I said, excuse me for just a second. So now I'm cleaning up the throw up of the poop. Is this gross yet? Is this a gross story?
It is, but horrible. I'm also feeling it. Like, I'm not like, ooh, you're grossing me out. I'm like,
I lived it. And you know how sometimes when something bad happens to you, part of you is fighting against the reality that you're now in. You know, you're like, no, this is not happening. This is not my life. No way. This can't be real. Rather than just like accepting it and dealing with it. So I'm like on this Zoom trying to clean up the poop, throw up, and then I'm gagging like, I thought I was going to throw up. So
do you have the Zoom on mute at least?
Yes, I muted them, did my best, went back to it, and tried to play it off, you know. And then the moral of this story, there's no moral. The punchline of the story is that I was so furious and upset, and I never wanted this to happen in my life. But I knew that Steve Agee, our friend Steve Agee, has a terrible gag reflex. Like if you tell him something gross, he can't deal with it. He will like throw up and like start going like, ugh. And so I made a video, like a 2-minute video where I was just very descriptive, and I texted it to Steve, and he texted me back furious. But anyway, that's the story. I'm sorry about that, everybody. I know it's terrible, and please.
But you lived through it. And look, there are certain things that you have to do when you have a dog, like where you got to get into places that you didn't want to get into, and do things. And
but you know, now like I just look at her differently. Before she was cute. This is kind of a newer dog to us. She's been with us for a few months. Like, I was like, you know, she's cute. My wife loves her to death. And I've always been, you know, I like a bigger dog, but she is very cute and I do love her. But once she did this, I was like,
she's done.
I can't let her get in my grill anymore. You know what I mean? Like I used to like, right. Yeah. But now
June
like
does not let a dog lick. June does not let the dog.
June is smart. June is smart. Yeah. All right. So sorry about that, everybody. I
appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate you sharing it. I have a story that is like ultimately not disgusting like that. Like not disgusting, but also I think cringe inducing.
Okay. Because of its awkwardness. By the way, we haven't fully addressed the video that you made us all watch last week. The home video of you. You know, you played last week. If you didn't see the show, Paul played a video of him when he was a child doing kind of like an SNL, like local news broadcast when he was, how old were you? Maybe
I was probably 12 or 13, definitely in high school.
Anyway, we haven't fully, I haven't fully recovered from that. And I just want you to know that I'm flagging that.
I appreciate that. There's more videos to come. I mean, if we want to go down that rabbit hole, but I will tell you this much. What is so disturbing about it was the realization that the only reason why I was whispering was because I didn't want to wake my parents. And then B, I was trying to do what we just watched earlier with the Michael Myers broadcast, I was doing straight news with a little bit of a wink. Like, it wasn't like we're having fun. It was more like a Regis and Kelly. That's how old it is, not a Kelly and who's the new guy from American Idol. Not of that. You know, I was just kind of, I was still giving straight news stuff, like whose birthday it is. I had no take on it.
Yeah, I think I was more upset not on the content. It was more on the delivery and also your accent. The accent
was pretty the accent was very much like the Chris Angel voice that we did.
It's exactly like Chris Angel, the Chris Angel that you guys did in Illusionators. I never knew where that came from.
There it is
on Human Giant, and that's where it was. It was hey guys, it was you were talking like
we're doing
Chris Angel guys.
Oof, that video.
By the way, we should check in on Chris Angel's restaurant, the poorly named restaurant that he opened. Remember?
Yes.
He opened a restaurant. I forgot the name of it.
Pizza. We'll get to that. We'll get to that because we actually have our own. We have an update on our magic restaurant that was pitched to us on Baby Shark Tank. The creator of Baby Shark Tank, she actually built the floor plan, so we can take a look at that floor plan. Molly can maybe pop that.
But you were going to tell a story, and I cut you off. Sorry.
No, you're not. No, don't, please. This is the restaurant, of course, of Chris Angel is called Calb. I know pizza is the last thing. I think it's like something. In pizza.
It was lunch, breakfast, and pizza. It was like California.
Chris Angel lunch pizza.
But just the letters CALBP. What? No one knows what that is. Chris Angel.
Terrible. Chris Angel
lunch, breakfast, pizza.
It is a like. I was talking to Wolner about this, and maybe we were all on the same page. Like, it's a legitimate sketch from our show.
Kablip. That's what it is. Kablip. Chris Angel breakfast, lunch, pizza.
Kablip. All right. So this past weekend, June and I were invited to present at the Creative Arts Emmys, and it was like a big deal. Like, it was a big deal because it was like
the real June or the body.
There's a picture of us right there. We're doing it. We're presenting at the awards.
So she was let out of the cage
for public events. Always, yeah. I mean, she got out. We're still trying to find her. But this one looks just enough like her that I don't think anyone's gonna question it. Okay. So we're presenting at the Emmys, and it's kind of a big deal in the sense that, you know, obviously the Oscars are back, the Emmys are going to be back. Like, people are in the same room, they're trying to figure out what it is. There's a level of, like, there are new ways of doing things. All that to being said, that it's an intimate gathering of people that are there, and we go out on stage and present our first award.
And is the audience full audience? Like,
ish. They basically built, and you're going to see it on Sunday. They built a auditorium on the top of the Staples Center parking lot. So it is technically outside, even though it's fully covered, which is a weird thing because they kept on saying, well, it's outside. It's like, well, it's not. It's fully covered. I mean, like, everything is outside. I'm outside right now. I just happen to have a house around me. But, you know, it's like, it's a weird middle ground. Anyway, the people are amazing. The safety protocols are fantastic. This has nothing to do with that, but there are people sitting at tables, kind of like the Golden Globes, like that. They're spaced out. Everyone's only sitting with their grouping of people. So I guess that's another safety precaution. So,
and what are you guys presenting? What category?
Best sound editing. And this is the Creative Arts Emmys.
That's my favorite. That is my favorite. I always am curious when I listen to a show. I'm like, you know, I don't want to know who recorded the sound or who recorded the music. I want to know who edited the sound.
Well, that's the whole thing. And so people wanted to know, and we had 3 awards to give out. And June and I get out there, and we're doing a bit, and the bit is going fine.
What was the bit? Will you give me a taste of it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll give you the bit. The bit was, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but June and I actually started out as sound editors. And then June would say, absolutely, Paul. You know, what people don't know is that, you know, as actors, we were able to bring realism to it. And our sound editing was almost documentary-like. I was like, exactly. And then we go on to proceed to show how we would edit something, and we use insane sound effects and, you know, very basic stuff. But there was a moment in the beginning based on the reaction.
So you guys are doing Foley noises over a videotape that's playing?
We had sound effects pumped in, and then we would kind of talk the audience through it. So it's like, all right, so imagine you're on a farm, and and obviously the farm is beautiful, but how do you know you're on a farm? With sound editing. Here, take a listen to this. And it was like a crazy sound effect like that. So it was just stuff like that. Yeah. And we wrote our own bit, and apparently we were the only comedic bit of the entire night. And we did not know that. So the room was not used to comedic bits. So I believe they believed that we were sound editors first. Like we said, so I think it took a second until like the ooga noises were like, oh, okay, they're not sound editors. Or they didn't start their career that way. So we do this bit, and before we go out there, we say to the stage manager, can we know who the nominees in every category are? Because we want to make sure that we don't mispronounce anybody's name. That's a big thing with me. I always mispronounce people's names.
Yeah, they usually kind of go over that with you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And she says to us, you don't need to do it. You don't need to know, because when you open up the envelope, it's going to just say the team from The Mandalorian, the team from Queen's Gambit. I was like, oh, even better. June and I go out there, we do our bit, and it cuts to a clip package. So it's like the nominees for best editing and an hour-long drama. And it goes into this clip package. And now all the shows are things that we are familiar with and that we know. Big shows, all big shows. And
don't tell me who won, because I will watch, and I don't want.
Well, I mean, it has been announced. The Emmy awards are going to be on Sunday. These are the ones that are leading up.
I know, but I still don't. Okay.
I won't. I may have to. I may.
Was it Jim? Did Jim Berdue win, or Chris Manfredson?
Chris Manfredson did win 3 Emmys that night for sound editing, sound design.
He's the best.
on Young Sheldon. So we the idea was June was going to present the first award, I was going to present the second award, and then June was going to do the third. And by presenting, she would always say the winner is. So I only had to really worry about the second one.
Oh no.
June opens the envelope.
Oh no.
And the winner is.
Did she throw up?
She looks over at me and she goes, this doesn't look right. And I look at the envelope and I don't also recognize the name. So then I have this moment where I'm like,
of the show or of the winner?
Of the show, the winner of the show, because we just watched the clip package.
Yeah.
And I saw all the nominees. I didn't see this nominee in the clip package.
A nightmare. Why didn't you tell me about this?
So I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, and then June's like, it's not right, right? And I go, I don't think it's right.
And you're saying you're on stage, on television.
On stage, on television. And now the audience is roaring because we've now introduced that we have done bits. And now this feels like a bit. We're not sure we want to announce whether or not this is
a comedy couple now trying to get out of this sticky situation.
Right. And so we are nervous. And she's like, I want you to read it. I'm like, I'm not going to read it. You read it. And I was like, but you know what? And I go, but seriously, if there is somebody here from Price Waterhouse, can you please just double check? Can you just double check for us? And everyone's laughing and laughing. And I'm like, but seriously, if there is someone. So now what I find out later is that they think we're doing a bit backstage. So no one's coming out.
Because you're getting laughs. It's going well.
It's working great. And so then the Price Waterhouse person comes out. Now there's a part of this where I also know we have some flexibility because it's live. This could be edited out. It's not going out live right now, right? There's a difference.
This is the technical Emmys that they will.
Yes, it will edit together, and that will be it. And so the Price Waterhouse person comes out and was like,
and what were they wearing? Were they dressed like
they're in suits? They were in suits too.
Suits. Okay.
And so they come out and they look at it and go, yeah.
Who was it? Right. Was it Ted Fornern?
Yeah, it was Ted Fornern. Ted Fornern was on the So Ted Fornern comes out and he looks and he goes, yeah, that's right. We go, it is? And he goes, yeah. And then we reset. It was right, we just didn't pay enough attention to the clip package, and we both didn't recognize the name of the show. I'd never heard the name of the show. So when normally I'm the one who knows all this pop culture shit, and she showed it to me, and I looked at it, I was like, that's not right. It just didn't feel right when I saw it.
Oh, so the issue, I didn't know that the issue was you guys just hadn't heard of the show. I thought it was like, you thought it was just impossible that this little show won. Like, it was just an unfamiliar.
It was because when it opened, it didn't, because we didn't watch the clip package closely enough.
Can you ruin it for me now and just tell me the name of the show? It doesn't.
Yeah,
does it
of course. Okay. It was called Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah, that's a show.
I guess it's a show, but when I was watching, like when it was like Ted Lasso, Star Trek, Lower Decks, like I didn't, and in the moment, because we had watched it, I don't remember seeing Love, Death, and Robots. Like I remember now that's an anthology series for Netflix. I get it all. Yeah, it's on but Netflix. In that moment when June said this doesn't look right, I was like, yeah, it doesn't look right. Now, thank God.
I gotta say this.
Yeah, please.
I think this is June's fault.
If June opened it and read it, I wouldn't have stopped her. When she said this doesn't look right, I supported my wife.
You did the right thing. Yes. If you had abandoned your wife,
right,
June, if you had abandoned your wife and said like, or acted like she's, like, what are you, just fucking read it. If you'd done
right. I got her back. She felt wrong about it. I got her back. Yeah. And the way that I thought about it was simply, we're not live. So let's just double check, because we didn't want to have a Moonlight situation. What if we got the wrong thing? And because we didn't know the names before we went out there, the one part of this that we didn't see, it was not super familiar. It wasn't like, oh yeah, right, we know these are the 4 categories. And I think, frankly, we were watching it. I don't know how it slipped by. And so we do it, we walk off, it gets laughs, it works. And people, I got lovely texts from people that were like, thank God that ceremony was so boring. That was like the best part. It was funny. And it was like, we were respectful. We weren't not respectful. The saving grace was the winner was on Zoom. So we didn't have to actually see them in person, which was a giant relief. And then I walk backstage.
And
go ahead.
No. Because I have someone in the chat had a pretty good theory, and I'll drill down on this later. But finish. Okay.
Well, I walk backstage, and I get now the Emmy team. They're like, that was so funny. Oh my God, we thought you were doing a bit. That was great. Oh, that was fun. Everyone was on our side because we were respectful in the confusion, but it wasn't. We were still professional. We presented 2 other awards, and it was great. And everyone's having a good time. And then this big dude corners me, and he is the accountant from Price Waterhouse.
He's a big guy.
Wow. Big guy, not like Bill.
Foreign accountant.
Yeah. So he comes and he goes, I've been doing this job for 21 years.
Oh no.
I've never made a mistake. So why don't you let me do my job and you do yours? And I said to him, I don't know where this confidence came from. I said, hey man, I said, you are actually telling me how to do my job now. And I didn't tell you how to do yours. I was just asking for clarification. That's all. He's like, I've never made a mistake. And I go, and you still didn't. I said, I made the mistake, not you. And he goes, yeah, well, and I was like, there's nothing to say here. There's nothing to say. I was like, and I tried to be like buddy with him a little bit. And he was like, coming at me. I was like, fuck you, accountant. And then the Emmy people came over and they were like, oh my God, the accountant. That's so funny. They were great. The Emmy people were great. The accountant did not have.
If I had a couple drinks, I think I would have hit him. I think I can see myself hitting the accountant guy that you're describing.
Yeah, well, it was like
because literally you're trying to make sure that there's not a fuck up. Like it's not. Like, by the way, people do make mistakes. Like, I don't care. Price Waterhouse is fucking being investigated all the time for shit.
They did the Moonlight thing 2 years ago at the Oscars. Like, there was a moment of, what if this is wrong? And look, does it fall squarely on June and I? Absolutely. We are just 2 heads up there talking. Read the stupid thing. Like, I get what they're saying too. It's like, hey, Q-tips, just fucking read this thing, get it out, go and get out of here. You know, and so that's fine. Like I get that, but we were caring about the event, and we just and it was as simple as someone coming out, looking at our thing, going, "Oh yeah, great, that's right," and then we just racked it back up.
Right. I will say this, because of this story, I will not do any accounting with Price Waterhouse. I am all of my accounting work from now on will never be with Price Waterhouse.
Well, now what I was thinking was, what if I get nominated? What if I get nominated? Now they're gonna tank me. Price Waterhouse is gonna tank my vote.
You will never win an Emmy, and this is
After
why.
This
is why
I can always circle it back.
Every year from now on, you can tell yourself, well, of course I didn't win because of fucking Jim Swarminger from Price Waterhouse.
They're out for me. They are out for me. That's how I'm going to justify it year in and year out.
You can go to your grave with that consolation. That's going to feel good.
I feel vindicated.
But also,
you said you want to drill down on something about this.
Yeah. Someone said in the chat, and I think I might agree with this, that maybe the reason June didn't recognize the name of the show is because it has the word robots in it, and a lot of robots they aren't programmed to recognize the word robot.
Robot is.
So that is a possibility that your wife is a robot. These are just
okay. First of all, I don't. I know a lot of people have been saying my wife is a robot, that she's been replaced by a robot, and that's not true, because I see her every night. She plugs in and goes to sleep, and then
she powers down.
Powers down. People, and that's it. You know, I'm gonna get into this robot thing. I got to figure out where. I'm gonna look at some stuff. I gotta look,
because you do have some robots in your house, right? You have like one of those vacuuming robots that
I have 5 Roombas, 2 that actually broke off from the other 3 and now have their own.
What do you mean? They were birthed. The two.
No, they all 5 were working in the house, and then 2 became sentient and refused to clean, and they've kind of roped off the side of the house to take as their own.
So you don't even go in that part of the house?
I can't. I'll get shocked. You know, they've taken lamps. They've taken old remote controls. So they're kind of building a robot utopia on one side of my house, which we got to get a guy in here and do all that.
Obvious solution, Paul, is to have June address the problem, because if she is a robot, she would be able to, handle that quickly.
Well, it's a lot of self-actualization for her to even get in there. I mean, that's, oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Rob, that's
an incredible story. And I don't think you will be asked to present again. I don't think so. And nor but it doesn't matter. I mean, who wants to present, anyway. But
I guess my thought was this,
or maybe you will. Maybe they were like, hey, that was funny. They rolled with it,
Right. Look, here's my thought on it. We were respectful. We were on time. We wrote our bit. We did our thing. But yes, we may not be asked again to be at the Emmys. But if that's the way we went down, that's the way we went down. And then also, this town is so fucking fickle that, truthfully, if we're on the next Ted Lasso, we'll be asked to present at the Emmys. Like, that's the other thing.
The potential problem is if, obviously, they realize that it was June's fault and you are asked to present, but June is not asked to present. So I don't know how you're going to, you're going to have to deal with that.
Remember when you and I hosted the Critics' Choice Awards? I mean, that was that was a very prestigious ceremony, because that was essentially,
people watching this may not even know what the Critics' Choice Awards is. It's so prestigious, and these dirtbags probably don't even get it.
I'll tell you this much: the Critics' Choice Awards, in many respects, if you don't know, is I think it's the crown jewel of the awards, only because these are critics.
These
are critics, and now they've merged them all together as TV and film. But Rob and I were doing it when it was just movies, and it was like that was a small room of the biggest movie stars. I don't think I've ever been that intimidated to look out there, to be up on a stage looking out, and you see George Clooney, Meryl Streep,
I believe Spielberg was there.
Yep.
You know, Brad
George
Pitt,
Clooney, your buddy George Clooney.
yeah, Aaron Sorkin, like all of those people. It was so intimidating. And then knowing what we had in our bag of tricks that we were going to be unloading on them. Like we had, you know, written all these comedy bits that I liked and you liked.
I like too, yeah.
That's not a comedy crowd, you know, and I think
we knew that. We prepared for
some
that.
of those bits.
Yeah. there we are right there.
Some of those bits may have gone over their heads.
We did an in memoriam for all the characters in films that had died that year.
Yeah, which is a very meta. It was as if we thought people that had died in movies actually died, and so we
and we had like
we played the Boys to Men song. You know, How Do I Say Goodbye? And then we showed all these great death scenes, and I think people were confused by that. There was also the weird thing with Adam Sandler where we landed. We built one thing up to a big Adam Sandler joke that he got mad about.
Which was not even a joke about Adam Sandler. It was just a joke. It's a tricky one because I'm a Sandler fan.
Me too.
I love Sandler.
Yeah.
We've never done an Adam Sandler movie on How Did This Get Made. I think even when it's like, I loved Hubie Halloween. It reminded me of your last name and Halloween. But I'm all in on Sandler.
That's why you liked Hubie Halloween, because it reminded you of Hubel.
Yeah, I thought it was like Hubel's Halloween. Can I show this other bit that we did that I think is great? Remember this, where we hired 2 kids to play us, like our mini me?
Yeah, we had our little tiny little stunt doubles out there presenting for us. And these kids must be, because we did this like in 2010. I mean, so these kids are probably
2012. Yeah, so it's about 9 years ago.
So these kids are like in college now, like taking drugs and fucking, and
figure out who they are. Like if we can find their
name. I have it I'm sure I have it somewhere in the. I'm sure they're in my phone. I called them to yell at them after it was done.
Yeah, they just didn't do a good enough job.
I
remember that little kid getting a fake head on.
Oh yeah, him getting his little bald cap. I feel like we have told some stories about Critics' Choice before, but that's all right.
But this is in context of something else. But let me close down my screen. But I think there's a lot of other stuff that we have in front of us. And have you seen any of the Met Gala stuff? This week was the Met Gala. Were you invited to the Met Gala?
I was, and I had to turn it down because it's actually very expensive. You get invited, but then you have to pay. I think it's like $30,000 or something for a ticket. It's something crazy because my wife was telling me that.
This is actually true that you have to pay?
I think the tickets are something crazy. I don't know if it's $30,000, but it is like for rich people, but like, I think, like AOC, they give AOC a ticket, but like,
right.
But a lot of celebrities, I think, have to buy them and whatnot. But
they may want certain people to be there for the red carpet, and then they probably have other people like normies who aren't going to do that red carpet for 35.
Well, that's a big thing too. That some people will show up and just walk the carpet and then don't go in because they're like, what am I going to do?
I mean, because the outfits are literally just. I mean, they are really.
I didn't see a lot of the outfits this year just because I was cleaning up dog poop. But if you have any of the
I have a couple. Let me even show like some of the ones that people were talking about this week, because I'll just show like quickly. I have a bunch of them here on my computer, but I just want to kind of show.
Yeah, walk me through it, because I want to be able to talk about this with other people.
Yeah, of course. Just so people know, so they get an idea of like what this stuff looks like. This is a kind of. Like this is some of the looks that you may have seen this week. These are some of them. You see Nas X like in a full gold suit. You have Dan Levy. Oh, Dan Levy dressed really wonderfully. Everyone
is that small on everyone else's screen? That looks very small to me.
I'm gonna make them bigger in a second. I'm gonna make it bigger.
Okay.
But yeah. So basically, so we got some other outfits, and I thought it might be fun for us to kind of like. This is like our Joan Rivers section. This is like for us to get in and kind of have fun with like fashion police style.
And I will say, Joan Rivers died, Paul. So
Oh my God. Well, don't
Had
tell
you
me
not?
about Leslie
Had
Nielsen.
you? Oh, Paul.
He's my
Had you
favorite.
not? Oh, Paul. I have.
I've been so laughing at that Marshawn story all week. All right, so here are some of the great looks from the Met Gala. This is Justin Bieber.
Okay,
And,
let me
here we
see.
go.
He was
Yeah,
there.
here's
Wow.
Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Yeah, Justin Bieber wearing something I think was like kind of, I don't know, fun. I guess it's like a kilt thing, and it's like what's under the kilt, and
it says what's under the kilt, but then he's got like a huge wiener hanging out. That's a aggressive look for the Met. But yeah, I mean, I'm on board with it. Like if you're trying to
pushing,
right, yeah. You do have to break out. It is a great place to make a statement.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cool.
And what I think about what's fun about this is it shows a little bit of his personality as well.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I never really. Yeah, that's a good idea because I didn't really
I don't know if you saw
personality.
Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish had there's a definite theme this year. Billie Eilish, I just thought this was like a weird thing. It was sort of like,
now what does that say? Is that
it says it like there's it looks like almost like it's like the name of the cactus, but it says like Salatum erectorium. So it's like I guess she's trying to be like she's erect like what a prick, I guess people are saying like so like Eilish is kind of like pointing at her balls. It's like
I see. That is
it's
really
cool. It's a cool new look for her, I guess.
I guess that is cool. I guess that's cool. Yeah, I guess that is cool.
Yeah, I mean,
and now I wish that I'm so jealous that all these people get to go, and I totally.
This is a classic one. This is Frank Ocean is great, and he's an amazing rapper. And he kind of just did like a little kind of did the old school like MC Hammer.
MC Hammer, yeah. That's a pretty cool. That's actually a really great look for that, man.
Yeah. I mean that's a fun one. That's a fun
look.
That
is a fun one. That is a fun one. The other ones were like so sexual and like
we gotta get away from like the penis stuff,
dick jokes, But that I like.
Kim Kardashian came, and she's always about advertising, and it was dressed like in a Taco Bell hot sauce pouch.
Oh, that's interesting because I thought I saw a different look for her where she was like cut. Maybe she changed. Maybe
she changed. So basically, she came in full black, and then she took that off to reveal that she was a hot sauce packet.
And it says Taco Bell. I'm my favorite.
Yeah, the fire one is like because everyone's favorite hot sauce packet is fire. So she's like, I'm my favorite one too.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. I was confused by it at first, but I really do like it. She looks great.
She looks great, also, and I mean, good
really
for her.
Does look great.
Here's another one that we have. This is Michaela Cole. From she's that amazing show that was just on HBO. I May Destroy You. And this is again fun.
But is also fun and it's funny. Like her show is so great. It is very intense, her show. So to do something like this that I think is playful and funny, I think that's really cool,
Yeah, and
it's also
about it. Yeah,
it was just a play on words instead of Hidden Valley Ranch. That's Found Gorge Ranch,
Well, they probably and I think what's kind of fun about it is it's also like the way that AOC kind of took the piss out of commercialism this year. Like, or no, she's like tax the rich because she knew everyone was going to look at that dress, and this is like a very rich event. She's like tax the rich. This is a chance also for us to like make a statement about corporate America. We do that with the hot sauce packet. We doing it with.
I am surprised how many of these have been like condiment related.
Look, me too. It is bizarre. I think we're gonna get out of that in a second. Obviously, Rihanna is going as Fiona from Shrek, and that's a fun
classic.
One.
That is classic.
Yeah,
and also sophisticated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna go to the Met, it's one thing to dress as a bottle of ranch dressing. But this, I think the gown, the dress itself is classy and elegant. And obviously the feet and hands and the body is all Shrek related. But so there's a bit of whimsy. Yeah. There's a bit of whimsy, but mostly elegant.
I totally agree with you, Rob. It was so well said. And I again, it is.
And the photographers have not moved in the background. I'm noticing that
this is basically I have like one photographer's angle, so that's like he gets all these shots.
I see.
And then Timothy Chalamet.
He's
kinda
the best,
came-
man.
So
Chalamet doing Austin Powers. That is
I thought that
so
was fun.
fun. Again, just a hint of whimsy.
Yeah.
Also, who doesn't like Austin Powers? Do you like him? I like Austin Powers.
I mean, I like him. I mean, you know,
do
I
the
like
voice.
him.
Do the voice that you do.
Oh, behave.
Yeah,
Like that,
do it,
right?
do it again,
Yeah,
do it
right.
again.
My mini me's gonna get a real fat bastard, right? I don't know. Yeah.
Do the one.
So
Do the
good.
one that's like, yeah, baby. Do that one.
Okay, yeah, baby, go see the Love Guru. Behave. Yeah.
Yes, that was a crossover promotion for another Mike Myers movie within that Mike Myers movie.
Yeah, of course. I mean that's he's always gonna be plugging his own shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chalamet always looks, he came to play.
He looks great.
And then these two did it up, and I think this is fun because they're commenting on perception and stuff like that, and they look phenomenal.
This is a great way for them to comment on runaway consumerism. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
everything now is about a product. Everywhere you look is some sort of advertising. So I think this is a smart commentary on that. And I'm interested in these people as a couple,
I like it. I like a couples costume. A lot of these Met Galas, they don't do couples costumes, and they did an amazing job with their couples costume. They match, they have fun. It to me, it feels like, yes, I want them to go to the next level. Like I want them.
I wish them all the best. I wish them
me too
all the best in their careers and their relation. Is that it?
I mean, I think that's all the one I had. I think that's all the ones I had ready to go. I mean, there's other ones out there. It just, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I didn't get a chance to. Now, where do you? This is a dumb question, but can you watch the Met Gala, or are you just looking at pictures in?
I think you're
tabloids?
looking at pictures. I think the idea is that like those pictures come hot off the press as people are trying to get at them as quickly as possible.
And would you, if you and June were invited, is that something that you guys would go to?
Oh, of course. I mean, I think we would have to. I think that would be for the gram. I mean, that's all we do. Things are for the gram. No, I mean, wouldn't you go? I mean, you would go to it if you were invited, right?
I would go. I think I would go. I would feel a little bit out of my league, but I would go. I would not bring the dog that ate my daughter's poop in the back of the car. That's for sure.
That could be a really cool.
Could be funny. Could be an icebreaker. It could be an icebreaker. Oh, this is interesting. Someone in the chat says that you would be banned by Price Waterhouse to the Met Gala.
Oh, wow, they control.
I wonder if they. Paul, you should Google that and see what other. I mean, celebrity events Price Waterhouse has.
I was trying to go to Chipotle this week.
Over.
Yeah, and I apparently Chipotle shares the same account as Price Waterhouse. It would not let me order any Chipotle this week.
Is that a true story?
Yep.
Paul, do you want me to go to Chipotle and start?
No, I don't want to get. I don't want you to get all upset about it. I don't want you to get all.
Man, that's a bummer. I'm sorry about that. Hey, did we ever talk about the Matrix trailer that came out?
We did not talk about it. Yeah, I mean, I think that we have some fun stuff to show, and we can pull some stuff up. What did you think of the Matrix trailer? Did you?
I liked it. I just am curious about the movie because I'm still working on my audition for it, and I do have.
Whoa! Oh, I would love to. Yeah.
I auditioned for the movie for the most recent Matrix, and so when the trailer came out, I started to get a little bit worried because I thought, well, maybe that means that the movie's finished.
No. A lot of these movies, you remember if you saw Rogue One, that Star Wars movie, a lot of clips were in there that weren't in the movie. They're always shooting these things up until hours before the movie comes out. Here,
this is exactly what I want to hear.
I want to get you. Like, I would love to look. Let me give you full screen here because I want to get.
No, Paul, you did it wrong.
I know. Now I got it right. Yeah. So I wanted to get you. I want to give you full carte blanche here because obviously The Matrix is a huge movie, and this is a great opportunity for you.
It is a big movie. It's what they call I think they call it a franchise. Is that right? Is it called? It's a franchise. Right?
I guess it is a franchise. Yeah, they've done
do
three.
A bunch,
This will be the
if you do a
fourth one.
bunch of them, it's called a franchise.
Yeah.
Now, I am auditioning for the part of Agent Smith.
Oh, this is great because he couldn't get him back, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving was in the original, the first few, and now this one, I don't think they could get him. So I'm auditioning for that, but I'm using a monologue from one of the older
great
movies, so from the Matrix. So
great.
I'm trying to, sorry, I'm a little distracted because I'm trying to get into character.
No,
and
go,
I have an acting technique that I use called blackout, where I literally fall into a hole, and the hole is the character. So I'm already like mentally, I'm not even here. Like I'm gone.
Gone. Got it. Oh wow, jeez.
So I'm like in the Matrix. There's one thing I like to do just for luck before every audition, and that is to talk to my baby.
Oh God, beautiful baby.
I'm doing this to provide for you. If I get this part, I will have to go away for 6 to 8 months, probably in Australia. Do you know where they shoot this one, Paul? Is it going to be
shot this one in San Francisco? A lot.
San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not that bad.
It's a short flight. If you and mom wanted to come up there, you could. You don't have to, because I will be very busy. I'll be on set. But anyway, I'm doing this for you. I dedicate this audition to you. That's my baby. That's not a real baby. That's a photograph. It's actually a cardboard cutout of a baby.
Wait,
okay.
What?
Paul, I'm trying to do the thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I'm already in character.
Got it.
Okay. Can you hit record, please?
Yeah. Okay, and we are recording now.
Right, I got to pull it up here. I got it right here. I'd like to share a revelation that I've had during my time here. It came to me when I tried to classify your species, and I realized that you're not actually mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment, but you humans do not. You, Paul, please.
Oh,
don't take me out of it. Any comments?
I was enjoying it.
Please, I got to do this again.
Okay, sorry. Wow, Jesus.
If I get it, you're welcome to come up to San Fran while I'm shooting. I prefer to be on my own.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my son. I prefer to be on my own because I like to prepare and I like to have some alone time. So you don't have to come up, but if you want to, you can. All right, I'm gonna try to get this back. Jeez.
I can't say anything.
Oh, fucking what?
I just was enjoying your performance. I was enjoying your performance as agent. The agents.
When you go to a Broadway show and you sit in the audience, do you raise your hand and go, "Excuse me, I want to stop the show and tell you how much I like the show"? You don't.
No, I don't. But I go, ooh.
I can tell you that the performers don't like it. You know, no one likes feedback. No performer ever likes feedback.
Okay.
Please, can I finish this? It's like 2 more lines.
Okay, great.
And when I submit this, I gotta try to figure out how to edit this out. All right, let me just try to get Hugo Weaving back. Now I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. I mean, you know.
All right, I'm in it. You move to an area and you multiply and multiply until every natural resource is consumed, and the only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus. Human beings are a disease, a cancer of this planet. You're a plague, and we are the cure. Not the band, The Cure. Take that out. Take the last part out. I was trying to clarify that. Yeah, don't even.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not the band, The Cure.
Then maybe it is.
Use what I already did and take that last part
This
out.
is, I guess, you know what? I'm sorry that I'm giving you a grief about this because, and this is the problem.
Well, what did you think? It's now you can give me feedback.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
What do you mean you weren't paying attention, Paul? What have I been doing for 6 minutes?
You said not to interrupt you. So I didn't want to give you attention that in the hopes that you wouldn't get, like, I wouldn't want to knock you out of it.
This is the reason why I flew to Galveston, Texas, and went out on the beach.
Rob, you shouldn't have done that. It was very funny, but you shouldn't have done that.
It's, let me say this. When and you'll learn this, Paul, in your career, when you get to my level, when you get to the place where I am, you disappear. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I get that.
The person, you, Paul, me, Rob, I disappear. Yeah. I am Hugo Weaving. So what I would like to do is, if you can take that clip and edit out the last part where I confused it with the band, The Cure, and then take out the middle part, or the middle part where you made that noise.
That was like, I thought I was supporting you. Well, you know, I guess I'm saying is, like, I guess I was a little bit upset because now that I know you're auditioning, I was like, when you asked me, did we talk about the Matrix trailer? I was hesitating a little bit because I am also auditioning for it. And not for Agent Smith, because that part's been done. I was going to audition for it as the architect, one of the favorite characters from the Matrix, the architect.
Yeah.
So I thought that maybe, I could do that for you. I mean, because this is like really fun.
If you get the part, will you do it? If they offer you the part, will you do the architect? Or is this just fun for me?
We'll see what they offer me financially.
Okay. Cause I will tell, I forgot which studio is making the movie, but I will do it for any amount of money.
Wow.
I mean, that's where I am, like, as far as my love for entertainment and for the franchise is, I will do it for any amount of money. And personally, I also would love to meet Keanu. I haven't met him.
I don't think you'll be able to shoot with him.
What do you mean?
Because I think he's done. They're going to shoot the other stuff with the other, but like he does all of his lines and you come in later and you do all your lines.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
All right. I would still like to do it. I liked that monologue. To me,
I didn't really get it. Like, because I feel like that monologue, not your performance, it's the writing. It was too obtuse. And I like to do something that can be a little bit more grounded. So I would like to give you a little bit of the architect. Here is my version of the architect.
Okay. Which Matrix movie are you performing from? 3.
The Trace. Yeah. So why don't you just say, like, in your best Keanu, like, why am I here? When I say go. No. Now.
Right now?
Now.
Why, Paul,
okay. Well, you're taking a big break.
I'm trying to hear what he's
All right, great. By the way, just 50 people have just rated our room here. 50 people from Comedy Hub have rated. If you've just come in here from Comedy Hub, right now, Rob and I are kind of not a big deal, but we are both Hollywood actors, and we have a chance to be in the new Matrix, and we're just auditioning here. So
welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Paul and I are auditioning for the Matrix. Thank you, Paul.
Whoever will get it. So I felt that Rob's monologue was a little bit too obtuse. I'll be auditioning as the architect from the Matrix Trace.
And what is my line again as Keanu? What are you doing?
Your line is, why am I here? But don't steal focus from me.
But can you clarify? Is it why are you here or why am I here? He's talking about himself. Okay.
Yes, you are Keanu going, why am I here?
I see. Neo is the character's name.
Yes, Neo the character.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Well, Your life is the sum of a remainder of an unbalanced equation inherent to the programming of the matrix. You are the eventuality of an anomaly which, despite my sincerest efforts, I have been unable to eliminate from what is an otherwise harmony of mathematical precision. While it remains a burden assiduously avoided, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond the measure of control, which has led you inexorably here.
Hmm. Are you ready for feedback, or do you want to take a break?
Well, I mean, I thought it was like, I have a little bit more to it.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
No, let me just ask you this. How do you feel about it?
I felt like I communicated a lot. You know, and I think it's good.
Are you going to use that Australian accent?
Oh, you know, that isn't even on Australian. That's my own accent that I've made up because I'm a computer programmer, and so that's my computer language. Which leads us to the last moment of truth, wherein the fundamental flaw is ultimately expressed and the anomaly is revealed to be both beginning and the end. There are two doors. The door to your right leads to the source and the salvation of Zion, and the door to your left, well, that leads back to the matrix, to her, and to the end of your species. As you adequately put the problem. Yes. Yeah, what's up?
Are you still, I can't tell if you're doing another audition or if you were talking to me, Rob Huebel.
No, that was me just doing my audition as the.
You
don't remember those. You don't remember those lines from The Matrix?
I didn't see
those
3
classic lines. That people have shirts with those lines on it.
I saw 1 and 2. I don't think there are T-shirts with that whole monologue.
There are Rob. There are literally T-shirts out there that say varying grotesqueries of your nature. That's a shirt. I know that's a shirt. Yes. There's another shirt out there that says not unexpected, but beyond a measure of control. No.
I just don't think that those shirts would sell. I don't think that they would be popular at all. Well, let me give you my initial feedback is not positive.
Sure. Okay.
And I consider
not positive.
And I consider you a friend. Is that am I overstepping to say that?
No, I really appreciate you saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I consider you a friend. I don't think that was great. Okay. Or good.
Or how about good?
No, not good. Not even good.
Like fun.
Fun, yeah, fun, yes.
Thank you, Litany, for subscribing for 9. Well, Litany just subscribed for 9 months because she saw that and she was like, I want to see more architect shit.
Speaking of shirts, do you still sell the Where's June shirts?
We do sell the Where's June shirts. I don't think anyone's been buying the Where's June shirts, which is a real bummer.
I gotta buy one of those
because they are. I gotta buy one of these shirts. Actually, I'll pull it up. It's a great looking shirt.
You should have worn it to the Emmys.
June and I were going to actually dress like Bridgerton, and June put the kibosh on it, and I was very thankful that she did. There's the Where's June shirt right there.
Paul's wife, you can buy it at TeePublic. A lot of people that just rated may not know the backstory. Paul's wife, June, Diane Raphael, has been missing for some time.
Yes.
Last week on the show, it was established that June is being held in a dog cage in Paul's house. She did briefly escape.
She escaped. She's fine.
All right.
By the way, we're talking about the Matrix trailer. I do want to say that the thing that was I'm excited about this Matrix trailer because I know some inside information about it.
Do you have any info on the?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I have, but I can't share it. It's going to be, you all figure it out when yourself. I think there's some really cool things, but there is something in the trailer that I wanted to point out that I don't think enough people are talking about.
Who was not asked back?
Well, Agent Smith technically couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's why I auditioned.
Yeah, and the Morpheus thing is different. I understand. I don't think it was like he won't do it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I think he tweeted something about that.
Did he? I'll let our chat get onto that because I want to show you one thing from this movie that actually got me. All right. So you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
You see Keanu. We love Keanu, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice this moment in the trailer? This little thing here. Hold on one second. Make sure I get it right. Old Keanu.
That looks like Matt Besser.
It really does. Like old Keanu, I am like,
Wait,
what?
I did not notice that. That was in the mirror. Oh, that was
That
in
is
the
in the
very
mirror. He
beginning.
looks at old Keanu, in the mirror, and I was like, this is. They have done so much to him, but this is the most shocking moment of that trailer. I was like, this is.
Wow.
It doesn't, and people are saying it doesn't look like Keanu. I mean, here, look, we saw him look like that when he's all muscled up in the new Bill and Ted's movie, but that looks bizarre. I can't quite figure it out.
Like Matt Besser. That's really funny.
You've seen Keanu out and about, right?
Yeah, I did. I wonder if Molly has those pictures.
I have it ready to go if you want.
I can send it to her.
There you go, right here, Rob.
There it is. This was when I was in my car. Did we show these a couple weeks ago?
No,
Maybe
I don't
not.
think so.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I put it on Instagram. That's what it was. Yeah, I was in my car one day in Hollywood. No big deal. I can afford to be in Hollywood. And
well, they do charge you a tax for every
when you drive into Hollywood. And I was pulling out of the parking lot from Abominable, which is the producer of Children's Hospital. So this is over in
oh wow, that's right over there in Cahuenga, right?
Cahuenga, yeah. And I think Keanu must live up in the hills around there. I'm not sure, because some other people have said that they see him riding his motorcycle all the time. But I fucking looked up and I was like, that guy looks exactly like Keanu. And I was like, holy shit, that's Keanu Reeves. Like, so I just started like taking pictures, and then
you papped him right down there.
I papped him, and I just love it. Is there another one?
Yeah, there's more. There's more here. I'm
going to a little tighter on him. I just love it. He's checking his text messages. He pulled over evidently on his motorcycle, and he's just checking his text messages and smiling, like so happy about
this is a beautiful
life.
Moment of somebody enjoying a text. Like, this is the moment that, like, they say social media is bad, but this looks like social media is one of the best things you could possibly ever do.
Someone told him a funny fart joke, or sent him a funny dick pic, or
showed him Chalamet walking on the red carpet.
Chalamet dressed as Austin Powers at the Met Gala, and he was laughing it up. But listen, man, I was so psyched to see him, and I would like to be friends with him. I feel like Mantzoukas did a John Wick, right?
John Wick. He did John Wick. He was the
did he get to hang out? Did he get to hang out with
No, I don't believe that he did. I mean, in talking to him, I think his experience was A+, but he is, I believe, one of those guys that's like the same way when I work with Nicolas Cage, it's like cut, and then they're shuttled off to prepare. I mean, they have a lot of work to do. So I feel like they are just like, he just,
everything I hear about him, he's like knows the names of everybody on the crew and buys presents for people. And
have you ever gotten a good present from like a big deal? I mean, a big deal actor. It's like, I remember I was talking to a friend who was on Paul Blart Mall Cop. He said that it was really cold the first couple days of shooting, and Adam Sandler found out that it was cold and sent everyone in the cast and in the crew like these like $400 jackets, like these winter jackets, just because, like, hey, stay warm, guys.
Wow. Oh, the other way to handle that is to turn the air conditioning down. Like what I would have done is gone over and just said, like, we'll just turn the AC down a little bit.
I don't want to tell a story out of school because I don't think it's totally. I don't think this is a story out of school. So
is this about the time that I bought presents for everyone on the crew of a show? No. Because I did do that one time.
I do that too. I do it like
I bought everyone on the whole crew and cast of Medical Police. I got diamond grills for their teeth. That must have cost wall to wall diamonds. It was so expensive, but I think that people appreciated it. A lot of people don't wear jewelry on their teeth, but I thought that it would be something useful and fun, and
just the thought to have a grill in the house.
Whimsical, and it was just a fun way to show that I'm thinking about you.
Molly brings up a good point. How did you get all their teeth imprints?
Great question. I had to go to everybody's house, and they all had to bite down. It was actually sort of a thing like this. I had a little.
So you did that while they were awake?
No, I would go into the house while they were asleep, and then I would open their mouth and then have them bite down on this. And then, so it was more of a surprise.
Right.
So then when they got the girls and they all fit perfectly, everybody was like, how did you know what size my teeth were? And I said, you fucking asshole.
And
I snuck into your house and I took an imprint, you know.
I love it. I mean, and everyone, everyone knows that Rob is the best with that kind of gifts. And stuff.
Everybody knows that reputation. Yeah, but you had another story about a celebrity.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I think one of the not the secrets, but one of the issues with John Wick 2, you know, it takes place primarily at night in New York City, or the first part does, in the rain. And they had scheduled this shooting, and it was a very tight schedule, and it was raining. And the director and Keanu made a decision like, you know what? Let's make the whole movie rain. And if you've ever shot anything when they fake rain, it is a miserable experience, like, because essentially they're just shooting a shower on you. It's cold. It's like you dry up and then you get cold again. It's like, it is getting wet in a movie is miserable. And I think that for Keanu and the director of that film to decide, like, let's do like, we're already doing all these stunts. We're already doing all these things that are hard to do on a normal schedule. Let's do it in the rain. And because they're also like, it's going to look cooler. Like, it just makes me go, like, Keanu is a down to earth guy, because he's not being like, oh, I don't want to get wet. I don't want to do this. Yeah. Like that is a commitment beyond anything, to be like, let's commit to shoot this at night and in the rain. Miserable. Like, anyone would be miserable.
I think he looks better at night and in the rain. You know, like, when I think of Keanu, you know, like a daytime, you know, like the picture I took of him, you know, daytime, sunny, dry Keanu, that's one version, but really the dreamiest version of Keanu is wet, fully hosed down at night, you know.
You got to get them. Yeah, you got to get them hosed.
Did you want to go? Did you want to? There were some videos.
We got a lot. We have a lot of stuff. So basically, we can let the chat decide here too, which is like, so we asked people last night, what would you like to see Rob and I do? And Rob and I talked about want to see Rob and I react to some videos, because we haven't really gotten a chance to do some of the traditional things that you do on Twitch. We have in the past enjoyed searching out our friends on Twitch. We found one person that we like, Amaranth, who's doing some stuff, and let's just see if she's on right now. Let's see if she's got.
Oh yeah,
she is. She's still going strong right now.
What?
Yeah, she says if she gets to 500 people, she's going to order Pokemon cards. And if you give $25, you can write your name on her arm, and she'll follow you back for 250 bucks. But there we go. That's what's going on.
Is she eating those earpieces? Will she, or only licks them, or does she ever
only licking today?
And do you have yours handy? Because I wouldn't mind seeing yours also.
Yeah, sure. I mean, let me see if I get my it's gonna make sure I can get it all hooked up here. 1 second. Hold on.
I wouldn't mind going back to Amaranth for a, you know.
Well, Amaranth is very polarizing to our audience.
That's why I think I like it, because
we have a lot of new people here.
People say they hate it, but I think they're really, as soon as she comes on, I think people start cranking themselves a little bit.
All right, so here we go.
Can't see the ears. You got to put it off to the side.
I put it up. Power's on. Bass roll flat on.
But I need to see you lick.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I would like to maybe order in tonight for food. I'm just a little tired. I don't want to be cooking tonight. Did you see that there's that new 9/11 documentary on Apple TV? I'm not a George Bush fan, but I have to say that there was something very sympathetic about him and Dick Cheney talking about their events of the day.
Why would this be part of it? That is. All right, you should do a night on friend zone of just you doing ASMR. I think.
I mean, I would
be very well rated and received.
I don't know. All right, so this is some videos. We got people on our Discord. If you want to join our Discord, please do. When we get to 5,000, we're going to do something special. We got people sending us videos. Like, we want to see Rob and Paul react to these videos. I have not seen them. I don't know what any of these are. And Molly may have seen it. So, but we'll just get into it. So let's do it here. All right, show on screen. Okay, here we go.
Oh no!
Looks like it's a McDonald's commercial. 1987 McDonald's commercial called "Daddy's Little Girl."
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mr. Martin.
Hi. How was the dance?
Great. All the cute guys are going to McDonald's. Can we go, Dad?
Sure.
When did she start noticing boys? What a cougar.
There weren't any other men in her life.
My cat likes you.
I was the only one.
Gonna be at McDonald's.
But just yesterday, she was on my knee, saying, Daddy, won't you go to McDonald's with me?
You're not coming in.
No, I'm not even hungry.
Oh, that makes. Oh, wow! Whew! Wow!
Yeah, that didn't end the way I thought it was going to end. I thought that it would be close on the kids, and then you just hear a gunshot from the car. And he would have killed
wait. All right, so this is fascinating because I know I talked to you about this before, that I can cry at the drop of a hat. That ending did make me cry, even though I was completely like weirded out the entire time, because it was like a gut-wrenching moment. Like, no, you got to wait in the car, Dad. Like, and he plays it so good. But
yeah,
how do you pitch this commercial?
Well, first of all, that's when, what year was that? Like, that's when
87.
Back when they were doing minute-long commercial. That was a minute, right? That was not 30 seconds, I don't think.
I mean, who knows? Like, I'm gonna see.
Who sang that song? That's someone famous. That's like fucking Kenny.
That was 46 seconds.
Amazing. Yeah, that sort of stuff. I mean, because I have a daughter. I mean, you're upset and you don't even have a daughter. But no, there's a modern one.
We were embarrassed by you. Like, that's terrible.
God, I know. When she said that, I thought that the dad was gonna like push her, and be like, hey, Barbara, we're leaving, you get in the car, and then like, yell at the other kids, like, go home, you little punks,
I'm hungry too, god damn it. I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
Or have the dad come in with like a weird mustache and then order, and
there's a commercial that makes me cry where it's a dad, it's a current commercial, or maybe 2 years ago, where it's like a teenage daughter playing basketball or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like the dad, I think, is thinking about when she was a little kid, and then now she's older. And then I think he takes her to college, and like, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, this is why my daughter's not going to college.
She's got to keep them home. You got to keep them home. I want to break down for a second, like, one of these lyrics in here, because it's just worthy of just a second to just look at it here.
When did she start?
Yeah, it's
noticing other guys.
When did she start noticing boys? There weren't any younger men in her life.
There weren't any other men.
Oh, other men. Okay, I thought younger. Okay, still. But imagine again, if I'm Don Draper and I'm pitching this, I'm like, okay, it's a dad taking his girl to McDonald's, and he's upset that she is gonna start going to the bone zone, and this is the moment. This is the moment. And like,
I mean, I think too that there was a moment, I'm sure, at the ad agency when they played the final version of that song. Someone said, I don't know, Terry, is this at all creepy? Is it creepy at all?
When it was like this, it was like, hold on. It was like, hold on, we can get this.
We should get Julian. We should get Julian to play that.
When
song.
Did she start looking at boys? I thought I was the only man.
Julian would be great to re-record that. I'm gonna send that to him and have him prepare that for the next show.
All right, what else?
All right, we got some other things in here. All right, let's see what. All right, let's see. The next video is this. Again, I haven't seen anything. Sorry, just get my mouse under control. Hold on, there it is. Come on, mouse. Wait a second. God damn it. Sometimes I can't. There. Okay. This is the next video. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I don't know what this is. Again, I don't know what we're getting at. Here we go. Oh. Oh, sorry. This is okay. It's a Japanese commercial, and that's all I know from. Okay. Oh, hold on, Molly. I'm gonna put it up. Give it the right way here.
I see Schwarzenegger.
Okay, here we go.
No, no, Chigao, Yosh, Tijen, boy, boy. Arinamin Buitorin, Takeda, Daijo, boy. Chijin, boy, boy. Daijo, boy.
What?
Arinamin Buitorin, Takeda.
Whoa!
What is that beverage? What is
people need to help us out here because, first of all, I don't know. Okay, so what I'm imagining is in that first scene, it looks like he's on a subway car and a woman accuses him of like pinching her butt, right? Yeah, and he's like, no, no, no. But then he gets like an energy drink.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I need to know what is going on. Why was the set? This is also the weird time of Schwarzenegger where he started wearing glasses. Him and Stallone both did this like era of being like, no, I'm not just a muscular guy. I wear glasses. I'm smart. Like, it's such a weird, like he did that in Junior and Stallone did it in Tango and Cash. It's like, who are you fooling with these glasses? So people say it's like old school Red Bull.
I want to know the behind the scenes of that shoot. Like, he went to Japan for, I bet you he was there for like a couple weeks to shoot that and just like going crazy and partying.
This is his Lost in Translation thing, but I guess, right? Like just shooting.
I mean, it's so much like Lost in Translation. That's incredible.
But what, like, but I guess
just anyone... that laugh too.
I mean, because like this is the craziest part of it. Like when you watch it, and he is literally. I
mean, he's like, a genie. They're coming out of the bottle.
He's coming at it like this long period here where it's like, hold on, I'm gonna try to find it. Where he literally is, where he is literally just shooting out change.
Yeah. Does it say?
I mean that like. I just don't all the images. I can't through context clues understand anything.
I don't understand exactly what the product is. I don't know what it fixes, okay. What it solves.
Farm Boy writes, he says, the drink is improvement in prevention of poor health caused by malnutrition on a daily life, poor shoulder, neck, lower back, or knee condition, getting tired easily, remaining fatigued, decreased physical. So I guess like the idea is, when you're stressed out, this is the drink to do. So he was getting stressed out that this woman accused him of pinching her butt, but he didn't.
Which is stressful. You can't not get stressed if you're on a subway and someone accuses you of that. Which, by the way, I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
Don't you have a story about Schwarzenegger? Maybe we don't have to talk about that. I thought you knew someone that. Yes. That.
He tried to invite them to his hotel.
I didn't even know about that.
Oh, okay.
I thought where I was going was we have a mutual friend who was interviewing him, and he was a little bit handsy in the interview.
Same story. Same
Yeah.
story. Yeah. Same story. She was interviewing him and was being like flirty, which was her game of, of the interview. And it got like a little bit more serious. And I believe that a gift was sent to her room that included the room that he was staying in. So it was like, here's blank, blank, and blank. And if you'd like, come up and see me sometime.
We need to do a night of bananas Hollywood stories where maybe we
just give you context. Like we don't tell you who it is, but we tell you the story.
Or we have them come on, but we don't say who it is. They go behind a little, we set them up. Or we put some sort of icon on the screen and then we digitally alter their voice and then they can be like, well, so here's what happened.
It would have been we could easily do that. We can easily do that on Twitch. That's an easy one. I will tell you one other good story of like a big celebrity who was married, who made a move on someone, which is he came up behind
her. Is it me? I hope this was not me.
It was you. It was you on medical police. He came up behind her and look, and he looked like he was bending down. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you drop this?" And it was a key to his room. And she's like, "Oh, that's not mine." And he said, "Oh, I think it's actually mine." And then walked away. Like that was his
who
it was like,
are you going to tell me who it was?
No, I can't.
Can you give me the initials?
No. No.
If I guess it, will you tell me?
I'll tell you off air. It's a good. It is a surprise. That was a surprise one.
This person propositioned someone that we know. I'm trying to figure this out.
No. Okay. It was just a friend saw the move.
Okay.
And I believe that because it wasn't like it was vague enough. Like I feel like that's really that's the zone that people are working in. It's like. It's not
plausible deniability. Yeah,
exactly. It's not Bruce Willis. All right, so here we go. This is another one that people have sent us here. What we got here? This is okay. I'm gonna put this on the screen. All right. I don't know what this is.
I found some wild glizzies.
Oh, wait a second. I gotta watch that again.
That's a cattail.
I didn't know you could do.
I found some wild glizzies.
Wait a second. Is that something that can really happen?
Wild glizzies.
I mean, yeah, if you bite that thing, it's just all fluff. Those are all seeds and
But it would explode like that in your mouth?
I think so. I mean, he just took a big bite of it. That is pretty crazy. That would be bananas if that guy like choked to death on it. That's crazy. Another night we should do, or maybe we fold this into our blind items where we have people come on. We should do Brett Ratner stories.
I'm down to do all these things. Although we hear an update to that. I can tell the update on air.
Okay.
The update on air is that that person that you just mentioned.
Yes.
If you didn't hear it, you've missed out. It keeps accounts of who does stuff, and there was a day where some sort of case was dropped, and immediately texted one of our friends and was like, "Hey, love to see you now that they basically like, remember you talk shit on me." Well,
oh yeah.
So yeah, maybe, but again, I think that we can. I think we can maybe do it with
not that worried about that's pretty.
I guess you're right.
Like everybody knows,
But I also think that we can also. I mean, there's so much. This has actually been so much fun to just sit here with you and go through videos and watch this because there's stuff I want to show you. I want to check in with Amaranth again and see if we got up to her ordering Pokemon cards. No, she's still.
Oh, can we see her? Can we see her? Put her.
Yeah, we can. By the way, Rob, she got the Pokemon cards.
Thank God.
Yeah, she got the Pokemon cards. I don't have the sound up, but now if she gets to 550, I guess she's gonna buy towels. I don't know what she's doing. Is she buying towels? I don't understand.
the business model of Twitch. Like, I don't understand how.
By the way, 12,000 people are watching her right now.
Yeah, of course. Well, there's 112,000 people watching us. But
100%.
how does it work? Is she making money? Where is the money? Like, we don't make money doing this.
No,
like,
I mean, no, because what you need to do, I think, to make money on Twitch, like anything, to make money, you have to commit your life to it. Like, and that's, I'm not saying that with it, like you're doing it all the time.
You can't do it once a week. Yeah.
And you have to have we have amazing people who are subs on our channel, and we're not asking for bits or donations. We're not doing
no. Yeah, I'm not saying that we want your money.
We love if you subscribe is great, but I'm saying but that's how you make your money is through subscriptions and donations and things of that nature. And so people, like, sometimes people will make, they were telling me she's been going on right now, this is hour 10, Rob. Amaranth has been going on for 10 hours, 9 hours and 56 minutes and 42 seconds at this point. So she has licking
the microphone. I mean, and is she changing out? I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to. I'm certainly not criticizing her. I'm just curious.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not like we're not picking her down. We're just kind of looking and going like what. And so she has like
I want 12,000 people watching us, and if it takes you licking the microphone, I would encourage that. More licking,
fingering ear holes.
Yeah, does it have to be an ear? Couldn't that be?
I mean, if people have other Twitch channels for us to check out, we'll check it out. I mean, I want to see. I mean, what's going on. But it seems like she's got to. I mean, here's what I'll say: for anyone to do anything for 10 hours straight, that is longer than a normal work shift, and just to be licking earphones. Maybe some people will be like, "Oh, that's an easy thing to do," but 10 hours
hard. I think it would be hard. How does she pee and poop? And is there a dog that eats her poop? These are all just questions. I
don't think that pooping thing, I don't think is, I'm looking at her. I'm looking to see what, because I think you can buy her stuff too. Or not. I don't know. I think she has like a shopping list that you can get.
She has like a wish list. We need to do that, Paul. We need to create.
Let's get a wish list.
Let's get a wish list.
Get those Parks and Recreation books. Get all that kind of stuff.
A wish list that these dirtbags can buy for us.
I would love that. All right, here is another video that we can check out here as with this video.
I like calling our viewers dirtbags.
They love it. That's what we like. It's like Beyonce calls them the Beehive. We call them the dirtbags. Here we go. All right, this is called 10-foot skate drop fail.
Oh no,
broken collarbone edition. All right, so this is gonna brace yourself, America. All right, here we go. Unable to play video. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not this kid again. Oh, we're having some issue with this video. All right. If we can fix it, we'll fix it. But let's see what the next one is.
I would not be upset to skip a broken collarbone.
Yeah, I'm okay.
But I'll watch it too if it plays.
No, I mean I'm okay here. This looks like something up your alley, Rob.
Okay,
this looks like
make it big.
All right, here we go. There we go. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, baby deer.
All right, what do we got here?
Oh, I hope he eats it.
Unable to play video. Oh no, there must be something going on in the way that the links are working. Hold on. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Hold on. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna call this one spoiled deer. I'm gonna find spoiled deer and bring it on over. By the way, if my wife walked in on me looking at Amaranth, it would be a real nightmare. Although she probably like, I knew it. All right, the spoiled deer.
Somehow we got bigger, and I think I also get very echoey when we show the videos, but that's okay. That's why I don't figure out
that. We're right now. What I'm seeing on camera is different. We gotta get back on. We gotta get back on StreamYard. This thing is giving me too many issues. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, this is there's some sort of issue with this clip. Maybe Molly can play it. Molly, can you play it? Some issue. We got to see the deer.
Moving
Okay,
it out of the
Molly's
way so it doesn't get smashed by a tree. we started rubbing its belly, and now when we go to put it down, it freaks out until we start rubbing its belly again.
Completely calm. And he's good.
Oh, I like that.
What is wrong with you, dude? I gotta sit you down.
Oh,
It does not
look
want
at
to go.
these guys. Humanity.
Do it again.
Hey, he's spoilt. We're spoilt. A wild dude.
That
Deer does
is
not wanna be put
wonderful.
This is why my power's been out for 2 days, because
These guys are doing the Lord's work. They're taking care of these deers. These make sure.
how did
these
that
deers are-
start? How in the world did he go, well, here's a little baby deer, let me just pick this thing up?
Yeah, I would
Well,
never
like,
want to pick. I would never pet a deer's belly. I feel like that seems dangerous to me.
I feel like you might get eaten by a coyote if you start smelling like baby deer, but I don't know how it works.
I mean, I'm so interested in now. You know, people want to. I mean, I don't know if people are thinking about amaranth again. But I
wouldn't mind taking just checking in with amaranth. I'm also texting your wife and telling her to come up and see what you're doing.
She will not come in. If she comes in right now, here she's nearby. She's nearby. Let's see. I think all my videos are being weird right now. There's some issue going on with my computer. There's something.
No.
I'm having some major breakdown. Or my computer is rejecting amaranth. I think my computer is rejecting amaranth.
Oh no.
You know, and I mean, look, but Rob, we have done a big show. We have done a very big show,
and I enjoyed seeing everybody and seeing you. And
me too. We are not going to be here next week because you and I are doing a live show in Los Angeles at Largo at 8:30 at night. So I don't think we could do we shouldn't do all that sort of stuff. So we'll be back. We'll come back and maybe stay tuned.
Maybe we'll push it. Yeah, we'll figure out
another night or something. Yeah.
But we should plug the show next Thursday in LA at Largo at 8:30. The
show is called Dinosaur.
Me and Scheer improvising with a lot of our hilarious friends, Charlie Sanders and Chad Carter and Seth Morris, Owen Burke.
We have amazing special guests. We have Colton Dunn from Superstore.
Yes.
And we also have Jessica McKenna, who was just announced today as writing the music for the new David Wayne, Elizabeth Banks movie about a bunch of people trapped on a deserted island who decided to put on a Shakespeare play.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So she is phenomenal, and she also has been on all these podcasts. It's been so fun to be here with you, and this flew by. I mean, we both were nervous that we weren't going to have enough stuff. We still have a ton of stuff in the dockets. We haven't even gotten through all of our stuff. So
didn't even I took so much time talking about poop that we didn't even have time to get to everything. And then
we didn't even get to we didn't get to see more little shuckers. I'd like you to bring little shuckers.
I did just hear from my agent that I did get the part of Agent Smith in the new Matrix franchise. So
congratulations!
To clarify, not the movie. The theme park attraction. So I will be playing
not bad for every day,
17 shows an hour. I have to do my Agent Smith monologue that I just did, but that's called doing the work. So I'm excited about that. I hope that you guys will come down to Matrix Town when you come to Hollywood, California. It's a great attraction. So many people don't know about the theme park. There's a whole theme park for the Matrix. And I'm going to be a big part of that. So
I love it. And Molly, where are we going to raid? Okay, we got Private Street Comedy. Our friends at Private Street Comedy. We're keeping the comedy. These guys are great. Private Street Comedy. They actually do really funny stuff, and we've become virtual friends with them. And so they're here. So go check them out and see if you like them, because they are doing good stuff. And we'll be back next Thursday. We'll be at Largo though, 8:30 at night. Come check it out, and the show is called Dinosaur. You'll like it, and we'll be back. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our Discord and follow us online. All right, everybody.
See you guys. Great job, everybody. Great job.
Woo-hoo. Great job.